Dwindling global fish stocks.
By Andrew Zalonis
And Cole DeFreitas.
Japan is home to a $14 billion commercial fishing industry. Some of this industry takes part in fish farms and is also domestically caught and imported from other countries.
All of the ocean's fisheries are supposed to be gone by 2048. This means that there will be no more fish to be caught in the ocean, and there will only be collectively raised farm fish, which are fed steroids and aren't as fresh and as pure as ocean fish.
This has become an increasing problem over the last 50 years. This problem has occurred because of the unsustainable fishing practices, which means people are not following fishing regulations correctly and are using wrong practices like trolling instead of rod and reel.
Almost 1 billion people in Asia rely on fish as their main source of protein. Fish provides people in Asia with 26% of their animal protein. With the population of Asia easily reaching over 1 billion people, including countries like Japan, where the fishing industry is huge, that's a lot of fish.
Japan is one of the world's largest consumers of marine products. It is the world's largest fish-eating nation in the world, consuming 7.5 billion tons of fish per year.
Although globalization has brought awareness to the dwindling ocean life issue, the Japanese fishing industry have caused greater problems in the issue as shown through their actions of overfishing and reliance on other countries.
Globalization has helped the dwindling ocean life issue very much.
According to globalissues.org, Steve Palumbi of Stanford University noted the ocean ecosystems can take sewage and recycle it into nutrients, scrub toxins out of the water, provide food for many species, including humans, turns carbon dioxide into food and oxygen.
This proves that globalization can help fish stocks because the pollution from big-name companies and from importing and exporting goods can help fish regain their population through their eating habits and oxygen supply.
Globalization has helped the depleting ocean life because it spread the awareness. For example, globalization helped the World Bank donate money to Mexico City in order to regain its ozone layers back.
This proves that globalization can help the dwindling ocean life issue because it can spread awareness of the problem, and that can result in people trying to help the problem, as the World Bank helped the ozone layer issue in Mexico City.
Globalization can help the ocean life issue because it can lead to world leaders coming together at meetings to discuss world issues, and one of these issues being the depleting ocean and fish life issue. For example, while President Obama and Dmitry Medvedev exchanged information about the bombers of the marathon, they ended up discussing the relationship between the two countries.
This proves that globalization can help the falling fish population because world leaders can meet to talk about one global issue and can end up talking about other issues such as the depleting ocean life problem.
Globalization can help the depleting ocean life issue because it can help the ocean ecosystem resupply itself to save fish, it can spread awareness of the problem, and it can lead to the discussion of the problem between world leaders.
The Japanese fishing industry has caused greater problems in the issue as shown through their actions of overfishing.
According to Huffington Post, the latest stock assessment of bluefin tuna in Japan released on Wednesday indicates that overfishing has pushed the stock of the giant fish down by a shocking 96.4% compared to unfished levels.
This proves that Japan is the problem in the dwindling fish stock issue because they caused the endangerment of the Pacific bluefin tuna through their actions of overfishing.
According to The Guardian last week, one fish sold in Japan for more than $1.7 million. This shows the rarity of the bluefin tuna
and how it is overfished today.
This shows that Japan has bent the problem to the declining fish stocks because they are overfished so much that now inflation has happened and the prices of fishes are going up.
According to factsanddetails.com, Japan caught 12.8 million tons of fish in 1984, but only 6.35 million tons in 2000 and 5.52 million tons in 2002. In 2000, it imported 3.54 million tons of fish, double what was imported in 1984.
This shows that Japan is overfishing because their catch rate went down and their import rate went up, showing they need more fish than they can catch.
The Japanese fishing industry has caused great problems in the fish stocks. They have overfished shown through the bluefin tuna population around Japan, the inflation of fish prices, and their catch and import rate.
The Japanese fishing industry has caused greater problems in the issue, as shown through their reliance on other countries.
The Japanese government is urging people to eat more locally caught fish to reduce Japan's dependence on imported fish, and especially encouraging people to eat seasonal fish.
This proves that Japan has such a great reliance for fish. They are urging people to buy locally caught fish so they don't become too dependent on imported fish from other countries.
Japan's fishing agency hopes to increase fish stocks by building 40-meter high, 200-meter long artificial underwater reefs from reef blocks made of coal ash and concrete to attract anchovies and house mackerel.
With Japan building these reefs, this shows that Japan is trying to get off its foreign dependence for fish and is trying to do it on their own by creating solutions to solve their overfishing problem.
Overfishing has become a serious problem in Japan. Overfishing in coastal areas has depleted catches and caused fishing villages to shrink to the edge of disappearing.
This proves that Japan has a huge reliance on other countries for their fish because since overfishing has destroyed their small villages, they cannot allow that to happen anymore, so they have to rely on other countries for their fish. Japan has caused a great problem on their reliance for other countries' fishes, as shown through the government urging people to eat locally caught fish by building coral reefs so they don't have to rely on other countries' fish, and relying on other countries so coastal towns are not ruined by the overfishing. What's up? I'm Andrew, and my solution to the fish stock problem is that we need to create regulations on how much fish you can catch and also the ways people are catching fish. I mean, trolling is an ineffective way of catching fish because you catch so many fish and some of the fish you don't even need and they end up dying in the process. So it's not worth catching these fish that you don't even need. And I think we need to create regulations on like the size of the fish you can catch as well, because if you're catching too small of a fish, it means it's still not to its full potential to grow yet. And if it doesn't grow, they can't produce more fish and babies and everything. So those are my ideas on how we can fix the fish population in the world.
To stop dwindling fish stocks, we really need to set limits on how many fish you can catch. If we're catching small and under limit fish, then we're really depleting the fish stocks, but if we let them grow bigger and just more meatier, we can have a lot more meat, a lot more to eat, and a lot more fish that we can have. So therefore, I really think we need to set much bigger limits on how the size of the fish is, and pollution is very key. We cannot pollute a lot. Pollution, it just kills the fish stocks, kills the fish's eggs, the babies, and just completely kills the fish species. And that's what we need to do to stop dwindling fish stocks.